You don't know.
I'm not too much of a religious person.
Yeah.
Like, I believe, but not necessarily in God or
Something
God
specific.
or
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
I've had a lot of people that had passed away in my life that I would hope that I would get a chance to see them again. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. There's so many different things out there.
That's true. That's totally true.
So, yeah. I have no idea. If we come back as something else, I don't know. I like cats.
You like cats?
I come back as a cat, maybe.
I don't think, you know, look, I actually believe in reincarnation. I think people come back, but I don't believe we come back as animals or whatever. I think we come back as, because you know how cruel that would be? But I mean, come back as a roach or something crazy, you know, that would suck.
Yeah.
But it's after you've been a human. No, I think, and this is just my opinion. I mean, I don't have the answers either. I have no clue what happens any more than you or anybody else. Just my own opinion is I think we do reincarnate and we come back to live lives, and we live lives to learn lessons. And like, how does a black person know what it's like to be a white person, or a white person know what it's to be a black person, or a straight person know what it's to be a gay person, and or a rich person know what it's to be poor if you don't actually live it. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. I think we do come back and we live different lives to learn, and then we go back and stay there. But I don't know. That's just what I think.
Right.
But I do think there's more.
Repeating.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think there's more. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it looks like. I just think there's definitely something else. I mean, and you know, and I like have dreams all the time where I have premonitions and stuff, and I'm not psychic or anything, but I mean, it's like I have dreams, and the next day that exact thing will happen, or you know, or a month later the same thing will happen, and or I'll see my relatives in my dreams, and they'll say something to me, and then that happens. So I don't know. I think there's something else, but I sure as hell hope there is, because that kind of sucks. We just die and that's it. You know, that fucking sucks a lot. I hope that's not the case. But so, what about your family? Is your family? I don't know. How old are you anyway? Like, what if you want to say? You don't have to say.
34.
Okay,
I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm 35. So,
how is my family as far as what?
Well, like how? I mean, you get along with your family and everything, or?
My
or
family sucks. Really, like, I grew up going through a lot of different things. My mother was like a devil worshiper when I was growing up.
Are you serious?
My mom was very scary growing up. Oh. She used to drink and not drink like that, but she would take Valiums and wash it back with beer.
Oh my God.
She was troubled growing up. She put me through a lot, but it only made me the person that I am now.
Right.
Like she was pretty scary. She had different weird ways of disciplining us, and maybe like she would take us out in the woods and tell us to get out of the car. And I used to be scared to death of the dark until I was 14.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. My parents were divorced when I was 2. My mom had many boyfriends in between that.
Yeah.
My father he's pretty cool, I guess. Like, he took me out of a foster home when I was younger. I was like 16. I wasn't in a foster home that long, maybe 2 years. But
so wait.
like,
what happened between the time your parents got divorced, like 2 or whatever, and then you're 16, you were in a foster home until, or how long were you?
I was in a foster home from 14 to 16.
And so what happened? Your mom just like gave you up, or she was not? What happened to her?
It's funny. I'll tell you the story if you want to hear it.
Okay, yeah.
Like I told you, one of my sisters was a really bad drug addict, and she was a crack whore stripper.
Oh my God.
And she took me to Massachusetts, and like that was a horrible experience for me. And at that time, I was 14, and I was going through my own personal stuff. I was anorexic and all kinds of crap. And when I went home, like, actually, like, back then strippers used to have agents. Like,
really?
I guess today it would be called a pimp. But it was an agent that used to put her into the strip clubs that she would work at and shit. And her agent actually sent me home. And he was like, you know, why do you have your little sister out here like this? You know, I've seen too many things. I used to be so scared to be in the hotel room with my sister I didn't know what she was going to do next. I didn't know how many men she was going to have in the room, so I used to lock myself in the bathroom and sleep in the bathtub.
Oh, God.
So he seen it and he sent me home. And when I got home, I had nothing in my bedroom. It's like my mother got rid of all my stuff. So her husband, she remarried, and her husband used to work a night shift, and she used to pick him up at like 11 o'clock at night. And what I had done was taken – this is funny. Back then it wasn't funny, but now I can laugh at it. I took the insides of the living room couch out, like the fold-out bed. I took the mattress out, and I put it in my bedroom so I can go to sleep. And when she came home from picking him up from work, he went in the living room and sat on the couch and went through it. So she flipped out. Like, she flipped out on me, and I called my caseworker and told her to please come and get me. Please come get me. Please come and get me. And so I put myself into a place out here that's called Lordsmont. And it's kind of like, one part of it is a girls' school where boys would come to go to school, but the girls lived there. I lived behind it in a shelter because I didn't get along with really any of the females. So I lived in the shelter, and I lived in the shelter in the back. And because I was anorexic and I was such a different person, I was there twice in this place. I was such a different person this second time that they told me that you're not going home this time. We're putting you in a foster home. And then that's what it was. But when I was 16, like, my mom wouldn't let us around my dad when I was a kid either. She used to call him all kinds of names and fill our heads with all types of stuff. So when I was in a foster home and she didn't really have control over things, then my father came more into the picture, and he took me out of it when I was 16 years old.
I see. Man, that's a lot. You should write a book. Seriously.
I know. I should. There's much more.
I'm sure there is.
If you ever listen to my show, sometimes I come out with some of the things that I dealt with and go through.
Yeah. When is your show? Because sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. I don't always hear it. But when is it usually?
It's sporadic. It depends on what type of mood I'm in. And
I understand.
Like that. Yeah, it's sporadic. I used to have it a lot, but I haven't been much lately. I had one the other day, which I had to make a repeat of it because I got a bunch of people in my chat room that were just crazy. They're always in Vincent Bay's chat room.
Oh God!
And
yeah.
they threw me off because my chat room got bombarded with them, but they were just crazy. And it's not that I want anybody to go. I'm not against anybody that's in my room, but I have to have respect for the listeners that I've had when I started.
Absolutely.
And my show started off with, I was playing music mostly for, I call it my JPay Writers, because there's a website that I go to that's called JPay, and it's a site mostly where women and their boyfriends are in prison.
Really?
And we all kind of support each other. I go there when I feel like I'm having a stroke, and I talk to them, and they help me with stuff, and my show initially started with that. I was playing music for them that reminds them of their boyfriend or that they dedicate to them or their boyfriend dedicated to them. But then it evolved. I started doing the indie and unsigned artist thing, which is cool, but they harass me way too much. Indie artists, they send me all their songs and, oh, you're going to play my song, you're going to play my song, you're going to play my song. And they drive me nuts. And I love a lot of the artists, but I'm not going to play a lot of the hardcore rap stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I don't like.
I don't either.
I like rap and I like hip hop and all of that, but I
no,
really
but not
don't
like the hard. I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah.
Bitch, hoe, fuck you, man. Yeah.
And I used to go to a show on BTR that was Mrs. PG, the Sidebar, and she had told me that when she puts on her indie artist, she never listens to their music until she airs it on her show, and that helps her from making prejudgment. Honey, I tried that. And I had to cut so many songs off. It makes me feel bad. Like, oh, no, you're not going to talk about coming in anybody's mouth on my show. So I had to stop a lot of that. So now I haven't been doing the indie and unsigned artist a lot. Until I wish somebody would send me music that was R&B or hip-hop or a female singer or something.
Yeah.
I get a lot of rappers. That's
cool, though, because these are like indie people, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's cool that you get those, because that's cool. I mean, that'd be interesting to see the new artists who are coming up and all that kind of stuff. Like, have you heard anybody, or have you gotten any songs from anybody who's gotten some kind of success yet, or not?
Not too much.
Not yet.
I mean, most of them have albums and started out, but it's not anybody that like on the radio, like, you know, introduced real popular, like Mariah Carey or anybody like that.
Well, no, I mean just like, you know, maybe they've gotten a little bit more popular or something, you know, since you.
The one guy, he's actually my friend though. I know him from out here. His name is Smigs, and like he had a song with R. Kelly, and he's pretty popular, you know, but he's not popular as being played on the radio and shit.
Right.
Does like shows. There's a DJ out here, DJ Woogie, that was DJing for 50 Cent. You know, so
that's pretty cool.
But he's not. Yeah. Some of them are popular. Some of them aren't. Some of them are pushing 40 and need to give it up. You know. You know,
live the dream.
Yeah.
Live the dream. Yeah.
But I do other music too. Like I used to do Latin freestyle. I do a lot of dance hall reggae shows. That's my favorite kind of music. One night I went crazy and played every single Lily Allen song that I had.
All right.
So I like Amy Winehouse, so I did that. It's
I like
all
her
different.
Too. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I think it's cool because the one time, or the first time actually, I've been on your show about 3 times I think, but the first time I was on your show, or not on your show, but I heard it, you were playing music, and I was like, ooh, somebody's playing music. It was good music too. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
That's what kind of got me hooked on it. I was like, okay, what does she have to say? And then I heard you in Vince's room, and I was like, oh yeah, she's a pretty cool chick. So, so I like you.
Awesome.
You're welcome. I'm going to play some more music now. So you want to hang on, you can. If you want to go, you can. Either way, I'll be back in a minute, okay?
All right, then.
Okay, bye.